Hello and welcome back to another Harvey High School basketball game in the David McMullen Gymnasium, home of the Lakers. Today is Friday, March 4th, and it's 5:30 p.m. The teams that are playing tonight are the Harvey Lakers and the St. Stephen Spartans. I'm here with my co-host Joe. Joe, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, Nolan. You excited for some Harvey Lakers basketball?
I sure am.
So, one thing I wanted to quickly point out is, did you know today is our senior girls' night for our seniors?
Really?
Yeah, it's tonight we honor our senior girls, Alice McDonald, Ava Grieve, Lauren Haley, Haley Messer, Natalie Bernard, and Maddie Chisholm tonight for playing senior ball as long as they have, and hopefully going on graduating and maybe playing for post-secondary teams. Yeah, so it's a big night for our senior girls tonight, and right before the game starts, we're going to do a quick shout out for our referees and people helping make our game today happen. Tonight, refereeing our games are Rod Ubay and Mark Caldwell. Minor officials tonight doing our scoreboard is Ethan Davidson, shot clock May McLean, and score sheet Alice Votor. Coaches for your Harvey Lakers are Kyle Woodworth and Don Fletcher. Coaches for your St. Stephen Spartans, Donnie Walker.
We would also like to thank...
What a beautiful speech by coach and mother, Tracy, the Tracy, right?
Messer, yes.
Tracy Messer.
While they're taking their group photo, I would like to thank the tech group, Ashton Little as the producer, Logan Wall as the camera operator, David White and Mike Fletcher as commentary.
So Nolan, what do you think are going to be some key factors you're looking forward to tonight from our Harvey Lakers?
Well, Joe, I'm excited to see a whole bunch of teamwork between the two teams. They've been playing with each other for a while, so I expect good companionship.
Oh yeah. Last week our senior girls, they were going to go on to play in regionals, but there was a lot of the teammates fell down with the coronavirus, sadly, and had to sadly forfeit, making them last in the league and would not allow them to make it into regionals. So tonight they are able to play for third place and just get a chance to play as a team one last time. So right now, before the game starts, we're about to pass you on to commentators David White and Mike Fletcher. Take it away.
Here we are. Thank you so much, Joe and Nolan, for that great hosting action. We'll hear from them as the game goes on. Starting off, we have a lot of those aforementioned seniors taking the court. It will be number 5, Ava Grieve, number 6, Riley DeMerchant, number 11, Delaney McElwain, number 13, Haley Messer, and number 15, Natalie Bernard, to start things off for the green and gold.
Should be a pretty good matchup between these two teams. I know they played a few times this season, had some pretty good games.
Now, were they in the same league?
They are in the same league,
Okay.
along with Rossay and Fundy and a couple other schools from St. John.
Natalie Bernard up to get the jump ball. She does get it back, looking for teammate Haley Messer. And ball goes down early as we have a jump ball. Our referees tonight, Rod Obey and I believe it's Mark Caldwell. And it looks like we're going to do that jump ball over again. Ball back up, won cleanly this time by Bernard. Gets it back to Ava Grieve, and the Lakers are off for their attack. Ava Grieve coming around the circle, looking for help, finds Delaney McElwain inside. McElwain from close range scores 2, and the Lakers are on the board first. Nice
Lakers tried to come out there a little full court press, but St. Stephen got it up before they could get set up.
Great move by Ava Grieve, jumping the route to intercept that pass. Gets it behind her now to Natalie Bernard. Bernard looking back outside the circle to Grieve. Grieve going for three, and it's good. Clean three-point shot. Lakers up 5-0 here in the early going. Here comes Lauren Cleghorn. Gets the ball away to teammate JC Calder. Calder gets the Spartans on the board for 2. Here's Ava Grieve now. Looking for Messer. Finds her outside the circle. Messer looking into the key. Gets it to Natalie Bernard for a reverse. Bernard drives in. She's going to draw a foul. I believe that's Katie Wilson, the guilty party. First foul of the game. And Natalie Bernard will shoot for 2. First shot up. Tough break, that bounces, hits the rim and bounces back. Going for a second now. Riley DeMerchant and Haley Messer will look to get that rebound if necessary, but it's taken by Anna Summers, who starts the attack for St. Stephen. Here comes Summers, reverse around to Lauren Cleghorn. Cleghorn doesn't like her shot prospects, gets it outside to Ainsley Grant. Grant driving in, but that's lost. Here's Delaney McElwain coming the other way. McElwain driving in, shoots from just outside the key. That's out of bounds on the Spartans.
Good help defense there from the Spartans. McElwain had a step. Help came over. But not easy to score when the help comes.
McElwain gets it over to Ava Grieve. Back to Natalie Bernard at the top of the circle. Bernard bouncing into Haley Messer. Reverse back to Bernard. She's stuck now, but she does find Messer inside. Messer making a move to get some space. That shot goes over the rim, and it's the Spartans coming the other way. Lauren Cleghorn now. Driving in, mid-range shot. Looks like she got a foul there. Well, she got fouled,
I think that's going to be on McElwain. Yeah, brought her hands down. Just need to keep her hands up there to challenge the shot. You swat at it, bring your hands down like that, referees are going to call a foul. More often than not.
First shot by Cleghorn, that's good. So, 6-3 is the score right now. Second shot's good as well. That's 6-4 as St. Stephen pulls to within 2. Oh, sorry, 5-4? 5-4, my bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could have put those
5-4.
other.
We got the scoreboard just working things out. There we go. We're all good. McElwain from long range. Working out. Here's Haley Messer. Looking for McElwain inside again. And it's good. Delaney McElwain having a busy start to her evening. Puts 2 points on the board. Oh, there's that full court press. Nice work by Ava Grieve. Jumps the route and puts it home. 2 more quick ones for the Lakers. They're up by 5 now.
Those long cross-court passes, very risky against a full-court pressure defense. And there's a double dribble on the Spartans.
Now, is there any reason a double dribble is illegal? Just because?
Usually, it's once you pick the ball up, you shouldn't be able to do anything with it again. So.
Okay. I see. It's one of the many things that is confused.
You also can't dribble with 2 hands at the same time, which I think is what you were asking specifically.
Oh, that is what I was at. Yeah.
There is no advantage to dribbling with 2 hands. No.
Okay. All right. Nice work by the Lakers, swinging it out top, and Riley DeMerchant finds Natalie Bernard for an easy 2 from under the net. Seniors starring early as we got another turnover. Ava Grieve again. Ooh.
How was that not a foul?
Takes some contact. She goes down hard.
Not to be biased, but she got crushed there.
Goes right back up though and hustles back. Great perseverance. As the Spartans can't really find a lane in. Anna Summers shooting from outside. That goes nowhere though, and Delaney McElwain rips it away. To start the rush, here's Riley DeMerchant. Looking for Haley Messer, finds her. Out to Natalie Bernard now. Bernard looking for help, gets it across to McElwain. McElwain at the top of the circle. Bouncing into Messer. Messer's going to take a shot, driving in, and it's good. So Messer's on the board. Seniors all getting in on the action early now. As here comes St. Stephen. There's 2 for JC Calder, 2 more, I believe. As she starts to break into this lead. Delaney McElwain finds Messer. Back to McElwain, the handoff there. Outside to Grieve. Ooh, nice fake. Grieve makes some space. Had a dangerous scoring attempt there, but the pass is going to go out and we'll get some change in personnel. Alice McDonald, another one of our seniors, checking in. She's wearing number 2 in the white jerseys. Georgia Bernard also coming on, wearing number 9. Bernard the elder and Bernard the younger both on the court right now. Bernard the eldest somewhere in the stands, I think.
Yes.
Here's Ainsley Burns. It's Ava Brennan getting inside of Ainsley Grant. A couple of Ainsleys on this St. Stephen team. Georgia Bernard getting hands in there to try to create some kind of turnover. Here's Ava Brennan. Back over to Ainsley Burns. Burns' shot is up and it's good. So St. Stephen pulls to within 5. Alice McDonald from long range. That's good for 3, I believe.
That was a 3.
There's 3, so 4 out of our 6 seniors on the board so far. Great start to seniors night. Beth Harris is going to try to get something going. Gets it around to Ainsley Grant. Grant outside the key. She's stuck now with Alice McDonald providing the defense there. Here's Beth Harris waiting for space. She draws the foul. I believe that's Georgia Bernard, the offending party.
Going to get a look here at a little replay of that foul with our new technology. Big shout out to the tech crew and all the work they've put in this week to give you a better broadcast.
Yeah, real proud of what we've been able to get for you here in the booth. Second shot up. Both shots good from Beth Harris. So the Spartans still staying in it. So we got Delaney McElwain trying to get those points back. Gets it to Georgia Bernard. Handoff back to McElwain. She hangs on, looking for Lauren Haley in the corner. Haley has got some tough defense on her. Trying to get it out to McElwain. McElwain gets that away in traffic. Takes a shot from just inside the key. Georgia Bernard has the rebound, but she's got a couple of Spartans on her. There's a jump ball.
And I should point out that scoreboard is not synchronized perfectly necessarily with the actual game clock, but it is very close and the points should be pretty much up to date all the time. Might be off by 1 or 2 seconds. We don't quite have the technology yet to wire it to the official score clock, but maybe someday.
Yeah. We are keeping ambitious here in the broadcasting booth, but for now, really excited to bring you this scoreboard and all the other changes to our broadcast crew with our hosting team, the shot clock, the replay. Keep an eye out for these features as we go along. Keep an eye on the court as well. Here's Delaney McElwain. Looking across the way for Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant gets it to Alice McDonald. McDonald shot bounces out and the Spartans take over. Here comes Burns. Looking for help. Gets it inside to Ainsley Grant. Grant stuck in, but she does push it out through traffic to Beth Harris. Harris back out to Burns. Oh, Burns. Nice fake step there to open up some space right under the net. Drove in, but couldn't put it home. Lakers lucky to escape with that one. Here comes Riley DeMerchant now. Mid-range shot. That bounces up and over, and the Spartans take over. Got Burns taking a long-range shot. That bounces around, but ultimately falls out. Lauren Haley gets it to Riley DeMerchant. We've got Alice McDonald up the court now. McDonald back to DeMerchant. DeMerchant from long range. That's good for 3. I think that's the third three-point shot.
I think you're right.
Yeah. They've been doing nicely on those long-distance shots as well, keeping dangerous from all areas of the court. High pass over to Beth Harris. That bounces out, but Ainsley Grant on the rebound. That's no good either. Georgia Bernard making sure that there's no Spartan there to get the rebound. So we have another change in personnel. Maddie Chisholm, wearing number 16, is going to check in as Ava Grieve also comes back to the court. Here comes Grieve. Grieve shooting from mid-range. That's good. Nice quick 2 points. 21-10 is the score. Great first quarter for the Lakers. Here's Grant. Long pass over to Ava Brennan. Brennan shooting. That goes over the net, but Ainsley Burns is there to take it. No points there for the Spartans as the Lakers come back. Ava Grieve looking inside to Georgia Bernard. Bernard pass out to Chisholm. Chisholm's in a pause. Drives in but gets it out to Ava Grieve. Grieve shoots for another 3. 24 to 12 as the Lakers fully in the driver's seat here in the first quarter.
Lakers seniors really leaving an imprint on this game so far.
Love to see it on seniors night, that's for sure.
Want to get them as many shots up as possible.
Grant looking around, gets the ball to Ava Brennan. Brennan back to Ainsley Burns. Burns from under the net. Oh, that almost went in, but she's good on the rebound. So the Spartans answer back. Here come the Lakers. Ava Grieve brings the ball up court, finds Georgia Bernard. Bernard gets it to Chisholm, back outside to Bernard. Georgia Bernard. Georgia Bernard pushes it inside to Maddie Chisholm. Chisholm finds Ava Grieve outside. Oh, that shot uncharacteristically falls short. And the Spartans take over. Here comes Burns. We've got a push. I think Ava Grieve, the offending Laker.
Yep. Lakers' second foul of the quarter. McElwain had one earlier, and Grieve, that's her first, I believe. Says number 9 on the scoreboard, but that must have been on number 5. There was nobody else in the area. Oh, that's the third foul. So
Yeah. Timeout called there by coach of the Spartans. That's Donnie Walker as he settles his girls down. There must be a few seniors on that bench as well.
I would imagine. We give you a little stat update here. So far in the game, leading the way for the Lakers, it is Ava Grieve with, if my math is correct, 13 points. She's got 3 threes.
Yep, that checks out.
And she's got 2 other baskets, so that gives her 13. Alice McDonald with 3 points. Delaney McElwain with 4. And Haley Messer with 2, and Natalie Bernard with 4.
There you go.
Natalie Bernard with 6, sorry.
As part of our enhanced broadcast, we do have some dedicated stat trackers right up here in the booth for us. A lot more sophisticated than what we've been up to lately. So big thanks to Joe Gregory, who, as well as co-hosting the segment tonight, is also our head statistician. All right, here's Katie Wilson getting the ball into Anna Summers. Wilson bobbles that pass. Ava Grieve getting hands in there to break it up. St. Stephen will control the ball, though, in the offensive zone, as Wilson looks to get it by Grieve a second time here in the last couple minutes of the first quarter. No good options. Oh, I spoke too soon. J.C. Calder drove in to get open. Unable to put it away, though, is Ava Grieve. Almost had that on a bit of a tear. It wasn't quite a breakaway, but I believe she stepped out of bounds right around the halfway line. So St. Stephen gets it back as Anna Summers will bring the ball over the half-court line. Finds Lauren Cleghorn, who's stuck outside. Lauren Haley sticking with her all the way, providing some defense there. Oh, back inside to Cleghorn. Goes up for a shot, comes back with a foul. And I think it was Alice McDonald. Oh, no, check that. Number 12, so Lauren Haley. Yep, guilty party. First shot from Cleghorn. Hits the rim and bounces back.
14 fouls on the Lakers, so every foul from here on out will result in 2 shots.
Second shot up. That one's good. No rebound
She
necessary.
jumped over the line on that shot, so they're going to have to take that point away.
Oh.
Don't see that called very often.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that called. You learn something new every day. There you go. Ava Grieve gets it to Haley Messer. Looking inside for Lauren Chisholm. That's bobbled away by a few Spartans players, though, so I think it is the Lakers maintaining possession. So we have personnel change. Natalie Bernard will check in. Lauren Haley looking around for help. She finds Ava Grieve right under the net. Grieve puts it up and in. There's 2 more for the green and gold. 26-14 is your score.
Lakers usually run a little play there where Grieve would come up and screen for another player, but she saw an opening and just pinned her girl and got wide open. Spartans weren't ready for it.
Got to be ready for Ava Grieve on that court.
got a 15-point quarter here so far, so she is lighting it up. Maybe she'll drop 50 tonight. Who knows?
Oh, well, we'll be here to track it.
Adam Barrio scored, I believe, 41 or 42 in his final game, so maybe she's trying to top that number.
Oh, there you go. It's the number to beat, I guess. We'll keep you updated on that race as the night goes on. Here's Ava Grieve, gets it out to Natalie Bernard. Less than a minute in play now. Back inside to Bernard. Bernard is going to, I guess, put that out of bounds. It looked like she was trying to put it off the Spartans player to maintain possession, but unable to do so. And here's Lauren Cleghorn coming the other way for the Spartans. Jump ball created as Lauren Haley and Ava Grieve get hands in there. So with, what's that, about 36 seconds left to play, we'll have a final drive from the Lakers. Natalie Bernard will fake a move. Oh, she's got almost the entire Spartan team on her there, but manages to swing it out. Ooh, Lauren Haley's shot just goes out, but Haley Messer maintains control. Here's Riley DeMerchant now looking for help. She finds Lauren Haley. Haley driving in, finds Natalie Bernard all wide open.
Beautiful.
Underneath. Nice play from the Lakers. 10 seconds to go now. Here's Anna Summers looking to head into the locker room on a high note. She does evade the defender, puts the ball up. That doesn't go in, but JC Calder gets the rebound. And as the buzzer sounds, Lauren Cleghorn puts two more away for the visitors. After one, your score 28-18.
Very fast-paced first quarter there. Lakers scoring 28 points. That is a lot. Typically they're more in like the 15 to 20 range, but they are feeling it right now. Shots are dropping, and an excellent first quarter on this final senior night of their season. Shame this couldn't be a regional game to a sectional game to qualify for Harbor Station, but the circumstances are what they are.
Yeah.
And the Lakers are making the most of it right now.
Certainly. In front of this hometown crowd, I think they're feeding off some of the energy.
Yes, for the girls, this would be their first game that they've been able to play in front of a full capacity crowd.
Right,
Every
right,
game
that's
this
true.
season, only each player got two fans, so the maximum was at 48. So definitely a few more fans in attendance tonight.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of students here as well showing their support, which is nice to see the student community. Do another shout out to all the folks, volunteers who have made the game possible. Big thanks to our referees, Rod Obey and Mark Caldwell. At the minor officiating table, we've got Ethan Davidson pressing all the right buttons on the scoreboard. May McLean keeping an eye on that shot clock. That's alumnus May McLean. As well as Alice Vautour, who is checking all the right boxes on the score sheet. Donnie Walker running the St. Stephen's bench. Big thanks to him for getting his Spartans ready for this game. And on the Lakers side, it is Kyle Woodworth and Don Fletcher, who also moonlights as our athletic director. Big thanks to Don for all his work behind the scenes, making sure this game is possible. I guess we have a few more team members up here to shout out as well. Big thanks to our producer in-house, Ashton Little, who has been keeping that scoreboard up to date, working that replay camera. Logan Wall is the camera operator, who's making sure you're looking in all the right places, doing a much better job than I usually do. And we'll throw back to Nolan Bonguerrier and Joe Gregory at halftime. Looking forward to hearing from them. Here's Haley Messer, wide open under the net. Nice sight from Natalie Bernard to make that pass. Messer, totally unchallenged, puts an easy two away to start the quarter for the green and gold. You love to see those quick scores to start the quarter on the right foot, get a bit of momentum. Whether you're trailing or ahead, it's always nice to get the first couple of points on the board. Here's Messer, back to Bernard. Bernard looking to go in, but doesn't like what she sees. Takes a mid-range shot. That falls out and into the hands of the Spartans as Anna Summers starts the attack for the visitors. Summers drives to the edge of the key, shoots from just outside. That's no good. Haley Messer secures that rebound. Gets it to Ava Grieve. Long pass to Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant driving in and scores. Nice work by Riley DeMerchant, one of the rookies. We should mention, while tonight is seniors night, there are a lot of seniors, one of whom is Lauren Haley making that nice steal. Didn't get a shot off, but That ball is punched out by the Spartans. Great work by Haley jumping the route. And so as we were saying there, 6 of the 9 girls on this squad dressed tonight are seniors. The other 2 of the other 3 are rookies. 1 other is in grade 10. So a bit of a spread there. We've got our 6 veterans and then a young squad as well. So seeing a bit of the legacy players and the future here tonight in the David McMullen Gymnasium.
Lakers would also have another grade 9, Maddie Fraser-Cole, who is, I believe, on vacation right now.
Yep. This is the Friday right before March break starts, so missing a few, including Maddie Fraser-Cole, but that's right, a 3rd grade 9 student on the roster at least, if not on the bench tonight.
And next year will certainly be a different team. They'll have those 4 returning players. There'll most likely be a few come up from middle school and from junior, and could be a small team next year with maybe only 8 or 9 players. But
lots of court time though. Great way to develop. Get ready for another run. Nice pass by Natalie Bernard inside. She found Haley Messer. Check that. Messer gets it outside to Merchant. Merchant has another 3-point shot to her name. I'm not sure what happened there.
A little mistake there on the inbound. One St. Stephen player went to hand it to another player, but she was already out of bounds, stepping over as she did it, so it was like she inbounded the ball.
Oh.
And then the St. Stephen player just stepped right out of bounds. So.
Oh, tough break.
Once you kind of commit to that, you got to do it.
Natalie Bernard's shot attempt falls out, and here comes Ainsley Grant the other way. Grant gets it to Brennan. Brennan puts it up, and those are good. 2 more for the Spartans as they look to try to close this 17-point gap. Here comes Natalie Bernard driving in. Great work by Bernard, finding her lane and sticking to it. Puts another 2 on the board for the Lakers. Strong defense by Lauren Haley. As the ball does get away to Ainsley Burns, and the Spartans do move it out of their own zone. Haley again providing that defense under the net, keeping those hands up to keep it clean. We've got a foul there. Riley DeMerchants, the guilty party. So back Delaney McElwain and Georgia Bernard checking in. So all 3 of those younger players on the court right now. As the seniors get some rest. Ice their knees or something like that. Riley DeMerchant takes over. She finds Ava Grieve, gets that to Natalie Bernard. Bernard driving in, takes a shot from just outside the key. That falls short into the hands of Beth Harris as we have a reversal of fortunes. Oh, this time it's the Spartans finding the gap in the defensive. Harris finding a wide open Ainsley Burns under the net, who puts an easy 2 over. Nice spin move by Bernard. Makes some space for herself, putting on a show on seniors night. There's another 2 for the green and gold. Ooh, collision there.
You see the little instant replay in the corner there of Bernard's nice spin move.
Oh, gotta love that instant replay. Now, looks like Ava Grieve guilty of the foul there. That's a bit of a tough collision. Delaney McElwain providing some defense on Beth Harris. Harris gets it away to Burns. Ainsley Grant going down with the ball, hanging on to it. So we have a jump ball. As Alice McDonald will check in for the Lakers. Yep. Home side, very much in control here. 41-22 is your score. A little over a third of the way into the second quarter. Here's Natalie Bernard making a move. Gets it outside to Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant going for 3 again. She's got a couple. Won't get that one though, as it goes into the hands of the Spartans. Georgia Bernard sticking with the defender all the way. Beth Harris have to pull out all the tricks in the book to try to evade her. Eventually does. Shot by Ainsley Burns. Falls out. And it will be Natalie Bernard kicking off this attack, this sequence for the Lakers. Drives inside, looking for Sister Georgia. That's broken up by the Spartans. And here they come the other way. Beth Harris driving around. That shot goes low. Riley DeMerchant there under the net to secure the rebound. She finds Delaney McElwain. Gets it to Alice McDonald in the corner. McDonald finds Bernard all the way across the circle. Bernard going for 3. That falls out, trying to create a jump ball there, but Beth Harris manages to turn and rip. Getting that ball outside for a shot attempt from Ava Brennan. That's no good, but the follow-up from Burns is. 2 more on the board for the Spartans.
Lakers struggling a little bit on rebounds right now. Spartans getting lots of second and third chances. Can't afford to do that or turn the ball over like that.
Harris the other way. Good hustle by McDonald getting back there to provide some defense. Could test that shot a little bit because that was looking dangerous.
Coach Walker looking for a call over there. Thought it was tipped. He is a referee too from the St. Stephen area. Refereed many games over the last 30 or 40 years.
Sounds like he knows his stuff.
Coach Woodworth for the Lakers, also a referee, and I'm pretty sure Coach Fletcher refed back in the day in his university days.
I can tell you at least one player on that Lakers bench has also joined the ranks of the blue and
Yes.
white. Ava Grieve reffing a middle school girls game, I believe, or junior girls game possibly, a couple nights ago. And for the senior boys, Ethan Davidson, currently running the scoreboard, was a referee, I believe, for the middle school boys a couple nights ago as well here in the gym. So nice to see some of these senior players already branching out and getting involved on the other side.
Yes, good way to earn a little extra cash, especially helpful when you're going through university
Oh yeah,
or whatever post-secondary education.
every little bit helps, that's for sure. So it's a win-win situation, I think.
That timeout was called by
Coach Woodward.
the Lakers, so that would be their first of the first half, so they'd have one remaining. I believe St. Stephen called one earlier as well, so both teams with one remaining. Her scoreboard is 100% accurate right now. There is 5:02 remaining in the second quarter,
Love to see it.
and it is 41-24.
Your fouls, Lakers have committed 2 this quarter. St. Stephen without any, and I believe they only had 1 in the first quarter as well. So fouls have not been an issue for one side. We'll hope they don't become an issue for the home side as well. Here comes Riley DeMerchant, streaking up with speed. Looks to break through the Spartans defense, and she gets it out to Georgia Bernard. Maddie Chisholm secures the rebound and gets it out to Riley DeMerchant. There's another 3-point shot attempt. That one falls out, and Beth Harris will come the other way. She's got to reverse around as she tries to get her girls into position. Burns with the ball. She's shadowed by DeMerchant. Maybe a bit too close there as we have another foul called. That was Delaney McElwain, the offending player. 3rd foul this quarter for the Lakers. This sends Ainsley Burns to the line. First shot bounces out. Second shot by Burns. That falls shallow. Delaney McElwain in the second level. Looks to get that rebound, but Beth Harris rips it away. Trying to evade the defender there. Georgia Bernard came in to help on that quick turnover, but looks like one of the two got a foul. It was Bernard. So back to the line again. This time, Harris. Harris is a sure thing. That goes up and in. Second shot now. Shot is up. Oh, that rolls around and out, and Georgia Bernard gets the rebound. Looks for Maddie Chisholm, back to Bernard to evade the defender as Georgia Bernard gets the attack started. Here's Alice McDonald looking to drive in past the defender. Fighting for some space there and earning a foul along the way. Will be the Spartans' first foul of this quarter, with 4:16 left to play, as you can see on our scoreboard. Big thanks to Ashton Little and Logan Wall for helping on the technical side tonight. Alice McDonald looking for an open player. She finds Riley DeMerchant. Shot through traffic there, falls short, and it will be Anna Summers taking over. Summers spinning around, trying to get by DeMerchant. Finds Katie Wilson outside, back to Summers. Back outside to Wilson now, going for 3. That falls just short. it's off the defender, so St. Stephen takes over under the net. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. So might have to be a quick play here for the Spartans. Ainsley Grant looking for help. Looking inside for Ava Brennan. Gets it away. Alice McDonald tips it away. 1 second. Oh! And that's the equivalent of a coverage sack in football. I don't know if there's a special word for
Just a 24-second violation.
There you go. Solid defense from the Lakers to make that happen. Let's see if they can get points on the board the other way now. Riley DeMerchant from short range puts that in. She's having a great game as well. Here's Anna Summers driving in as that's punched out. And the Lakers will take over on the sideline.
Looked like that was off Natalie Bernard, but
Well,
ref Abe siding with the Lakers on that
well,
call.
I won't tell if you don't. Natalie Bernard gets that outside to Lauren Haley. Haley driving in but doesn't like her prospect. She's double teamed as that's Eva Brennan getting hands in there to rip the ball away. And it's the Spartans taking possession on this jump ball.
With our new replay technology, I wonder if some coaches will want to see a second look at some of the questionable calls over the course of the game. Make it like the NBA and you get one challenge per game.
Oh man, we'll have to keep the phone on the ready up here.
Yeah.
Ball tipped out by the attackers, so Lakers take over under the net. 43-25 is your score. We've been kind of at this high teens lead for the Lakers for a little while now. Maddie Chisholm handing it off back outside to Natalie Bernard. Bernard outside to DeMerchant. DeMerchant finding Alice McDonald in the corner. McDonald out to Lauren Haley. Swung out to Natalie Bernard. Bernard going for three. Hits the rim and bounces back. All the Lakers getting a touch there, but can't get a good shot. Ooh, nice pass by Lauren Cleghorn. She found Ainsley Burns at the side of the net, but that just went out. Lucky break for the Lakers to escape that. Alice McDonald hanging on through some interference there, but it goes the other way. Cleghorn looking for Burns. Aislinn Burns. Shot there from Katie Wilson will go in as a bit of an energy infusion from the Spartans bench. Nice vision from Riley DeMerchant. Saw Natalie Bernard coming in. Bernard fighting for her own rebound as there's a foul called.
And that foul's going to be on Bernard for reaching over the back, hitting a St. Stephen player. So,
Oh, tough break.
and that's the Lakers' fifth foul of the quarter. So, even though the ball was 90 feet away from the net, St. Stephen's going to end up with 2 free throws here.
It's the first foul of the evening for Bernard, but fifth for the Lakers, as you mentioned. Katie Wilson puts the ball up. That bounces out. Second shot. Shot goes up. That one's good. So Spartans get a point there.
Spartans really cutting into this lead here in the second quarter. Lakers were up by over 20 at one point, I believe.
They were, yeah. There's Riley DeMerchant trying to get them a bit more breathing room. 16-point lead now in the last couple minutes. Here's Anna Summers going up. That falls short, but on the rebound, JC Calder puts it away. There's a bit of life on that Spartans bench.
Oh,
DeMerchant looking for help. Nice bounce pass around to Haley Messer. Nice evasion of the defender there. Lauren Haley dribbling in, finds Riley DeMerchant, who swings it back out to the top of the circle to Alice McDonald. Natalie Bernard in the corner now, looking inside for McDonald, but that's picked off by Lauren Cleghorn. Cleghorn coming with speed the other way. Finds Aislinn Burns inside. Burns from short range, that'll go out. As we had JC Calder on her tiptoes trying to keep that in. But it was the Spartans who touched it last. Coach Woodworth calling his second timeout. So we've got about a minute and change left in the first half.
yeah, Coach Woodworth doesn't like to waste too many timeouts, so he can only get 2 in the first half. He's going to call them almost every time. Unless, really, really large lead. which is not the case right now. 14, nice lead, but not a point to be comfortable just yet.
Yeah, considering it was over 20, I think at some point, at one point here in the second quarter, Spartans definitely have a bit of the momentum right now, I would say. And being in bonus doesn't hurt if you're a Spartans fan.
Stamina will be an interesting factor here in this game too, especially with so many of these players haven't been out the last few weeks, haven't played any games, have barely had any practices. They could get tired here in the second half. So. All right, out of the timeout here, it's going to be, I believe, Lakers ball. And I should point out, this game at halftime, we're hoping to have some interviews perhaps, so stay tuned during halftime.
We'll see if it works. There might be some logistics. We're crowded up here in the booth, but we'll see what we can do. Ava Grieve looking for 2. That falls out. As the Spartans put it back in, here comes Cleghorn. Alice McDonald stays with her all the way. Lauren Haley coming in to help. Ava Grieve is going to look to jump that pass. That was intended for JC Calder, but Grieve gets in there, creating a jump ball and a turnover. Natalie Bernard gets it to Ava Grieve. Last minute of the second half, Lakers looking to get a couple more points on the board. Haley Messer finds Alice McDonald. McDonald from long range. That falls out, but Natalie Bernard saves it and keeps the drive alive. Lauren Haley going for 3. That falls just left. She goes in for her own rebound. Ava Grieve, nice work creating a turnover there. We're going to keep playing. Back outside to Grieve going for 3. Hits the rim. Haley Messer looking for it under the net. Doesn't get it, but the Lakers do have possession.
Our 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Lakers have 5 of their 6 seniors on the court right now. Ava Grieve from inside swings it out to Lauren Haley. Haley is good for 3. 12 seconds left to play now. They'll look to stop. No fouls is the call from Coach Woodward. Here comes Summers driving in. That's no good as Haley Messer hangs on under the net. She's going to dribble it out or pass it out rather. And there you go. So after 2 quarters of play, your Lakers are ahead by a score of 48-31. There's a big 17-point lead here on Seniors Night. Great work from the green and gold. Our host went down to potentially grab an interview. We'll see if they're able to do so.
Yeah, I'm thinking potentially we may have Adam Barrio potentially coming upstairs. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll see if he joins us. In the meantime, can we head to our head statistician, Joe Gregory? I don't know if Joe's got any insights ready, but Joe, oh, never mind. We've got our interview on the way now.
Am I really getting it?
So joining us today, we got star senior for the senior boys basketball team, Adam Barrio. How's it going, Adam?
Well, doing great. I'm watching a good game of basketball here.
Oh yeah. So how do you think the senior girls are doing tonight?
Well, can't complain. What's the score? 48-31?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good lead. Comfortable going into the third.
Oh, yeah. So from your time playing for the senior boys and having your own seniors night, how do you think the seniors tonight are feeling right now?
Well, there's definitely a little pressure in it because you feel like you got to perform a little extra, but I think they're handling it pretty well. It's an entertaining game to watch so far.
Any key factors you would like to point out for the girls right now? Something they should keep working on or look for?
Well, their plays are running well, smoothly. They've been getting buckets off of most of them, and really, you can't complain. They've been playing well.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Enjoy the game. again, that was a quick little interview with star athlete Adam Barrio for the senior boys team. So, from the commentators' perspective, how do you guys feel like the game's been going right now?
Well, I mean, if you're a Lakers fan, I think you gotta like what you see. I've noticed that the Lakers have been able to successfully jump a lot of routes, creating turnovers, and for the most part, they're converting on those. They seem relatively dangerous from the three-point line too. And I'm not an expert, but my gut feeling tells me that if you can stay dangerous from the three-point line and opposing defenses have to respect that, it opens up a lot more options inside as well. So we've seen both some three-point, some long-range scoring, but also some drives where our seniors especially have been able to drive right in untouched. So that's what I'm seeing anyways.
Yeah, Lakers definitely, seniors are playing great games so far. They've been shooting exceptionally well. Collectively as a team, I think they have, if our stats are right, they have hit 7 threes in the first half. So I think that's better than maybe the senior boys did in some of their games.
Yeah,
Not to
Bit of a rivalry there. Yeah.
Wow.
not to one up them or anything, but they are shooting very well. The boys did shoot very well in their final game against Hampton on the weekend. But yes, 3-point shooting has been critical. That's been really the difference in the game. The Lakers with 7 threes, St. Stephen maybe with 1 perhaps.
Yeah, they've
Two made threes. So that's a pretty big discrepancy right there. 5 extra 3-pointers, it's a 17-point game. So 3-point shot is key. Lakers full court press as well, definitely playing a factor, forcing quite a few turnovers. St. Stephen mainly playing half court, just getting back on defense. So Lakers getting a few extra opportunities for sure from that full court pressure.
Now, the Lakers definitely have committed more fouls than the Spartans. I think the Spartans might have 1 over the whole 2 quarters. Lakers put the Spartans into bonus that last quarter. Have they been paying for it? Normally I have the fouls here, but with our head statistician, those numbers might be a bit more reliable than what mine sometimes
Yeah,
are.
Spartans with only 1 team foul in the first half, like you said, Mr. White, and the Lakers did have 9. When you play full court defense, there's bound to be a few more fouls. If you look at the free throws that have resulted, the Lakers are currently 0 for 2 on free throws, and St. Stephen, on the other hand, is 7 made free throws out of 11, I believe. 7 out of 11. Must be. Oh, yeah. 7 out of 11. So Spartans taking advantage of the free throw line for sure. If we count the turnovers, Harvey with only 4 turnovers, and St. Stephen with 6. So not a huge discrepancy there.
And that's Harvey has committed 4 turnovers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could go one way or the other, I guess.
And as far as the rebounds go, Lakers with a combined 8 rebounds. Oh, wait, sorry, more than that. 13 rebounds. And the Spartans with about 12 or 11. Hard to keep track of all those things for sure at times too. Statistician's job is hard work. A lot of different stats to track nowadays.
So, what do you guys think Cloud Woodworth and Don Fletcher are saying to their team right now?
That's definitely an excellent question, Joe. I'm sure Coach Woodworth just reminding some of the seniors and all the players of some of the basics that they need to be not committing quite as many turnovers as they have, boxing out on defense. They can't give up so many second chance opportunities, are the Spartans. And keep being aggressive, keep passing and cutting, play as a team, working for the open shot, don't force anything. Keep doing what you're doing basically, and they'll get this win.
Oh yeah.
Maybe an exhibition game, but I know Coach Woodward, Coach Fletcher, They don't like to lose.
No.
And they'll keep their team playing the right way, whether it's a 50-point lead, a 50-point loss, or a nail-biter going into overtime. Either way, they'll want to make sure their girls are playing the right way, and they'll be going over those fundamentals for sure. Just under 3 minutes, I guess, to go before we start the second half. So the referees come back from the bench.
Just gonna move the microphone a little closer here.
Oh yeah.
Had a few comments that it got a little quiet sometimes, and I think that was just the microphone being a little far away from us.
That might be it. I'll work on my projection up here, and we'll see if that helps things. Thanks, as always, to everyone who is commenting on the live stream. As you can tell, we do use those comments to help improve the stream in real time. So yeah, if things are too quiet, if there's an obstructed view, whatever happens, sometimes we're not able to see it. We're in a much better position tonight, thanks to our new tech crew and our renovated setup, I guess you could say. But still, we always appreciate those live feedback.
Yeah, it's an ever-evolving process, hoping to get better and better every time we do it.
Yeah, and of course, if you're listening, a student at Harvey High interested in helping out, we'd love to add you to the team. Let Mr. Fletcher or Mr. White know, and we'll figure out a way to keep you in the loop. But always something to do here for the broadcast squad.
And basketball season may be coming to a close, but we're still going to do broadcasts through volleyball season, so lots of opportunity. There'll be lots of games in the David McMullen Gymnasium.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Kicking off the second half, it is the Spartans with possession. So they're shooting the other way now. Ooh, pass from Ainsley Grant. Goes to the line, and Ava Grieve manages to get a steal. Aislinn, I think. Aislinn Burns going back for that and knocks it away. No foul, but the Lakers have possession in the offensive zone. Nice pass from Delaney McElwain out a ways to Ava Grieve. Grieve gets the ball to Haley Messer under the net. And no foul. No, it's the...
Just an inbounds.
There it is. So McElwain
Watch Grieve coming around to the corner. Oh,
finds Natalie Bernard inside, but Bernard, no good shot, so gets it back out to McElwain. McElwain looking for Bernard. Bernard going for three. That falls short and out, and the Spartans take over. Here comes Burns the other way. Ava Grieve sticking with her. Grieve getting hands in there, breaking it up again. Of those turnovers committed, we had 6 in the first half by the Spartans. Wouldn't be surprised if Ava Grieve was on the I guess the offensive end of most of those.
yeah, she's got 3 according to the stat sheet so far.
Oh,
so.
there you go. Man, love those advanced stats. Riley DeMerchant hustling to create a chance there. Spartans take over, but looks like the Lakers have that full court press back on. Back to Ainsley Grant as she's double teamed at the line. Delaney McElwain getting hands in, trying to create a jump ball. She does, and so the Lakers take over in the offensive zone. Natalie Bernard at the sideline looking for a friendly face. Finds Haley Messer outside the circle, swung out to Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant goes inside for Natalie Bernard. Bernard's shot is good, and it looks like she'll go to the line for one more.
Yeah, that was a nice little inbound play there. Bernard passed it in. She cut underneath the basket. Spartans lost track of her, leading to the and one.
Haven Richardson, wearing number 15, was the... Oh, no, check that. 2 fouls for the... I'm not sure what's going on with the fouls there. It was either Haven Richardson or Ainsley Burns. Both of them appear to have fouls this quarter. Ava Grieve the other way, another one of those turnovers.
It's her 4th steal now.
Collects a foul on that shot as well, so she goes for 2 as the Lakers look to build on their 19-point lead. First shot up. That's good. So Lakers up by 20.
Lakers defense has been strong here to start the second half. I don't think they've allowed a point yet.
Second shot up, that bounces out, and it will be St. Stephen taking over. Here is Harris. Harris finds Ainsley Grant around the way. Grant spinning, looking for help. Passing inside to Harris. Harris across the way to Haven Richardson. Richardson taking the sharp angle. That's good for 2. A lot of support from the Spartans bench there. She gets on the score sheet. Delaney McElwain finds Ava Greaves. Swung out to Natalie Bernard. Bernard's going to feint inside. Doesn't drive all the way though. Gets it to Haley Messer. Puts it back to Bernard for the 3-point shot attempt. Ava Grieve breaking up that pass, but the Spartans do take over. And Coach Walker looking for a call there.
Nice little slide tackle there from Grieve.
Yep. Looks like the Lakers do take over though.
Usually those slide tackles happen in soccer, but
Yeah, not so much on the hardwood floor. Here's Natalie Bernard looking for a route in. She finds one. That shot goes up, but she gets her own rebound. Trying again, that goes over, but Haley Messer is there. Messer looking for help. She's double teamed, but gets it out to Ava Grieve. Grieve to Delaney McElwain at the top of the circle. McElwain driving in, finds Bernard in the corner for a 3-point shot attempt. That bounces out. Richardson looking to control, but Ava Grieve creating another turnover. Riley DeMerchant finds Messer. Messer trying to create some space, doesn't like it, gets it out to Natalie Bernard for 3. So after a long sequence from the Lakers, they do convert and get 3 more points to take back to their own zone. Here's Beth Harris. Looking for Aislinn Burns. Burns puts the ball up, that's no good, but Richardson on the rebound will put him home. 54-35 your score. As we've got Ainsley Grant the other way. Grant gets it to Burns. Burns from just inside the key. That falls out, but nice play by Beth Harris keeping it alive. It is the Lakers capitalizing though. As Messer gets it to Grieve. Grieve up to Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant finds a lane in. Collects a foul there. As it's now St. Stephen who is getting into foul trouble, as that's their 4th of the quarter. Haven Richardson's 2nd.
worth noting, I think the Lakers have added a second assistant coach here for the second half. That's young Sam Woodworth over there.
There you go.
Learning from his father.
Strategic genius already. And maybe some motivation too. First shot by DeMerchant. Rolls out. Second one is good. So Lakers get a point there.
Yeah, a few of the seniors have seen Sam grow up along their high school careers from the time he was born till now.
Here's Burns looking for help. She finds Ava Brennan. Swung out to Beth Harris. Harris bouncing it into Haven Richardson, but Ava Grieve is going to get hands in there and take it away. Here comes Alice McDonald. Long pass over to Georgia Bernard. Georgia with the turn and pass to Riley DeMerchant. Outside to Ava Grieve. Grieve going for 3. That's no good. Georgia Bernard on the rebound, but that's taken away by the Spartans. Beth Harris looks the other way. Haven Richardson up to Ainsley Grant. Grant to Burns. Burns is going to drive in from mid-range. That falls short, and Riley DeMerchant takes over in the second level. DeMerchant dealing with some hands in there, and looks like Ava Brennan might have been a bit too aggressive there. Is that a foul? I think it is.
It is, yep.
Yep.
And the Lakers are in bonus, so
Wow.
different foul story here in the second half. All the fouls in the first half were on the Lakers. It was 9-1. So far in the second half, it's 5-0 with the Spartans.
Shot from DeMerchant is good. And yeah, with a little under 6 minutes left to play, already in bonus. It's not a great situation for the Spartans. Second shot is good. Riley DeMerchant 2 for 2 on that little trip. As the Spartans start over, here is Anna Summers driving up. She's got resistance, so gets it back to Katie Wilson. Wilson looking inside. Maddie Chisholm got hands on that pass to break it up. As the Lakers start the attack, here's Delaney McElwain in the corner. Passes it all the way around to Georgia Bernard. Bernard swinging up to Riley DeMerchant. DeMerchant finds McDonald. McDonald getting it out to Georgia Bernard. That shot, though, is controlled by the Spartans as they take over. Summers gets it to Katie Wilson in the corner. Wilson's 3-point shot attempt. Tough break. That goes pretty much directly on to Delaney McElwain. who will be the last girl to touch the ball before it rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, those shots that don't hit the rim can be sometimes pretty hard to rebound because you're not quite expecting it to come at you that fast.
Yeah. So the Spartans try to create some space. That's batted back to Wilson, who was the inbounding player. Lauren Cleghorn collects a foul on that shot attempt. So I think that was Alice McDonald who was called. Yep, it was her first of the evening. Lauren Cleghorn will go for 2. First shot is good. So here comes the second. Second shot up. Chisholm and Georgia Bernard trying to get in there to get the rebound, but Anna Summers will control for the visitors. Solid defense from the Lakers as Wilson's shot attempt bounces out and Maddie Chisholm has the rebound. She had about 4 Spartans on her, but able to get it out of trouble. And now the Lakers try to set something up. Good. Lauren Haley finds Riley DeMerchant inside as it's like DeMerchant got tangled up with Lauren Cleghorn there. And DeMerchant again going to the line. She's been there quite a bit so far this quarter. First shot is good. Second shot up. That bounces out into the hands of Anna Summers for the visitors as she creates a drive. Looks to get around her marks with speed. Goes down as Maddie Chisholm reaches over, tries to get in on that ball. And now when you're on the ground, I think you can hang on to the ball, but you can't play it. Is that right?
You can't stand up
Okay.
from a sitting position unless you are dribbling as you get up.
Ha. Yeah, I don't see that being an easy feat.
No.
3-point attempt from Wilson goes out. As Riley DeMerchant's pass just out of reach for Lauren Haley. So the Spartans take over in their own end. Here's Anna Summers. So she's guarded by DeMerchant. Gets it away to Lauren Cleghorn. Cleghorn looking for a friend. Alice McDonald trying to break that up. Swung outside to Summers. Back inside to Cleghorn, but the Lakers stayed strong on defense. McDonald stayed with her all the way, and no good shot for Cleghorn there as the Lakers take over. Lauren Haley going for 3. Bounces into the hands of Maddie Chisholm for a rebound attempt. Chisholm's attempt is good. 2 more for another senior. Here comes Summers. Summers driving in. Little pass outside to Lauren Cleghorn. She looked like she had a shot, but got it out to a player just on the edge of the key with a bit more space, and Spartans get 2 for sure.
Well,
Go ahead.
with that last basket by Chisholm, that puts all the Lakers on the board. All the seniors have got a bucket in their last game, which is always nice to see.
You do like to see that. I think, all 9 Lakers have recorded points tonight.
Yep.
Love to see that as well. Coach Woodworth and Fletcher's squad spreading the ball around well here tonight, here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. And it shows, very balanced attack. 60-38 is your score. When you can't just key in on 1 or 2 players on defense, I think it really makes the team hard to stop. First foul shot attempt by Aislinn Burns falls out. It was Riley DeMerchant who was on the committing end of a foul this time. Second shot bounces out as well, and it is DeMerchant controlling, bringing it over the line. Looking for help, finds Georgia. Oh, pass a bit high for Georgia Bernard. And that will bounce out for the Spartans. Ava Grieve and Haley Messer checking in for the Lakers. Natalie Bernard as well. As Katie Wilson gets the ball to Anna Summers. Out at the top of the circle to Aislinn Burns. Burns trying to evade the defender. Can't get it with the spin move. Lauren Haley stayed on her the whole time, but Katie Wilson does get a 3-point shot attempt. It falls long, however, and Ava Grieve gets the rebound there. Haley Messer under the net. Gets it back out to Ava Grieve. Grieve to Bernard. Bernard going for 3, but Grieve gets the rebound there. We'll pass out to Georgia Bernard. Bernard trapped, tries to make some room. Bouncing out to Natalie Bernard, who gets it to Lauren Haley. Haley going for a long three, I guess. That was three, as we got a long pass to come the other way, one-on-one. Burns gets it over the hands of Natalie Bernard. Puts another 2 on the board for the Spartans. Ava Grieve finds Natalie Bernard. Bernard driving in at the top of the key there, looking for help. Hand off for the reverse to Lauren Haley. Haley passing out to Georgia Bernard with the unimpeded 3-point shot attempt. That falls out, and on the rebound, Lauren Haley and Aislinn Burns fighting over that. So we'll have a jump ball, and I believe the Lakers control this one.
Outside shot hasn't been falling for the Lakers quite as much in this second half. I think they've only hit one probably of about 6 or 7 3-point attempts. They're going to keep firing them away, though.
Yep. Spartans know it's dangerous. They can't keep giving them up consistently. Ava Grieve driving to the net. I think that'll be another foul. It is Ainsley Grant, her first infraction of the evening. Now, is there any penalty for going over 5 fouls? Or?
No, and usually, if Grieve hits the first, usually they'll just keep it at 5. I saw our scorekeeper put it up to 6 temporarily, but once it gets past 5, they don't bother putting any more up.
Gotcha.
Because the penalty is the same regardless, as Grieve makes the second one.
Yeah, there's 2 more points for one of our seniors. So we've got Burns getting it around to Ainsley Grant. Grant finding, Harris, check that. The 6 and the 8, hard to tell apart sometimes. Here's Grant looking to make a move. Haley Messer staying with her all the way. Long pass up, that's intercepted by Lauren Haley. Gets it to Natalie Bernard to start the rush for the Lakers. Bernard looking for help, bounced inside to Lauren Haley. Nice pass, nice finish. Good work from a couple of our seniors working together.
Lakers love those little backdoor cuts where a player sneaks in behind. A little bounce pass leads to a layup lots of times. That's the 3rd or 4th time tonight.
Here's Burns driving in from mid-range, gets her own rebound. She's good on the second try. There's 2 more for the visitors as Ava Grieve looks to respond quickly. Grieve all the way around to Lauren Haley in the corner. Haley puts it up. That falls out, and Haven Richardson takes over. Here comes Burns. Nope, check that, Harris. My bad. Burns has it now. Back inside to Harris. Harris puts it up. That's no good, but I believe she'll be going to the line.
Yes, definitely easy to mistake Burns and Harris.
Yep, they've got that similar hair, the 8 and the 6.
The number gets covered up a lot of times too.
Yep. Is Harris, whose first shot falls out. Natalie Bernard was the guilty party on that foul. A little over a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Second shot up. That bounces out as well, but Haven Richardson has it for the attackers. Here's Burns this time. That falls out, and the Lakers take over. Here's Natalie Bernard coming the other way. Less than a minute to play now. Finds a lane. Can't get a shot off, but the ball rolls to Delaney McElwain for 3. There you go. Big response from this crowd. As another 3-point shot attempt for the, successful 3-point shot attempt for the Lakers. Nice defense. Haley Messer and Ava Grieve had the attacker trapped, forced her into a bad pass that Natalie Bernard was able to jump for a primo scoring chance. Didn't put that one away, but you gotta love the pressure that you're able to control as Spartans are forced to commit a few people to the defensive zone, setting picks just to get the ball into the attacking zone. Here comes Burns driving up. That falls out, but she gets her own rebound. Natalie Bernard gets this one though. And she'll bring it up, finds Lauren Haley on the attack. Haley doesn't find a route, but gets it back to Natalie Bernard. Coming in with speed, that's good from mid-range. 2 more on the board here with 7 seconds left to play. Lakers try to stop the shot. Haley Messer's gonna watch the ball now. Long shot attempt from Harris falls short. And at the end of 3, Lakers have extended their lead. I believe that's 69-42 is the score right now.
Yeah, so Lakers led by 14 at halftime. So now with a 27-point lead, that means they outscored them by 13 there in that 3rd quarter. So Started out a little slow, but in the last 5 or 6 minutes there, they really picked up the pace. Got a nice, comfortable lead. Should be a relaxing fourth quarter here.
Look to see a lot of the seniors get plenty of court time here as the Lakers close things out on seniors night. Very balanced attack, though. I don't think that spreading out the attack is going to have much of an effect slowing down the Lakers' offense.
Yeah. So as I just do a quick check of our score sheet, if everything is up to date, it looks like Natalie Bernard is leading the Lakers with 23 points at this point in time. Ava Grieve had 16. She came up very hot. Second half, she's kind of been setting up her teammates a lot, as she does have a couple of assists. Riley DeMerchant with 13. Delaney McElwain with 4. Haley Messer with 4. Alice McDonald with a 3. Georgia Bernard with 2. And Lauren Haley also with, I believe she hit at least 1 3-pointer, so she must have 3 points, potentially 5 as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not just 1 or 2 players dangerous from that 3-point line. It's been 5 or 6 different players who hit them. Delaney McElwain just hit one towards the end of that third quarter. I think she might have been the 5th or 6th Laker to score from long distance. Is there anything you can really do to effectively stop a good 3-point shooting team?
It's tough. If everybody's a threat, you can't really focus on one player. Keep passing the ball. Somebody's going to get open eventually and get a good chance.
It's young, was it Sam Woodworth leading the cheer there to send the Lakers out in the fourth quarter?
And he's off back to the other side of the court.
There we go. Lakers, I believe, will start on defense as, it is green ball. Ainsley Grant will put the ball in from the sideline. Ava Grieve and Riley DeMerchant will look to slow the attack at the line. Here's Beth Harris dribbling around, trying to get some space. Handoff reverse to Ainsley Grant. Grant met all the way by Delaney McElwain. We've got Aislinn Burns, gets it to Grant. Grant looking back inside for Harris. That's tipped away by Natalie Bernard. Gets it to Haley Messer, who gets it to Delaney McElwain. Swung out via DeMerchant to Natalie Bernard. Bernard with the move inside. That rolls out as we've got Harris coming the other way. Harris looking for space, finds Haven Richardson. Richardson stuck, but does pass it outside to Ava Brennan. Brennan from long distance. That's no good as it bounces to Riley DeMerchant for an attack by the Lakers. Haley Messer finds Delaney McElwain. McElwain going for 3. That bounces, but ultimately falls out as Haven Richardson looks to start the attack. Finds Beth Harris, who brings it over the line. Harris reversing now. Pass looking for Ava Brennan, but misfired left. And so the ball goes out of bounds. I guess it must have been tipped by a defender, though, because St. Stephen still maintains possession. Beth Harris coming in to help. She finds Ainsley Grant well outside the circle. Aislinn Burns fakes a move, drives inside to just outside the key, shoots but falls short as Delaney McElwain comes the other way. McElwain across the way. Haley Messer, Haley Messer unguarded. And she'll put 2 away. Are those the first couple points of this fourth quarter, maybe?
They are, yeah.
Oh, nice. There you go. So, Lakers on the board first. Quick answer from Beth Harris of the Spartans as she puts 2 away from close range as well. Riley DeMerchant driving in. Draws a foul there, so we'll see if the Lakers can pick up where they left off in terms of drawing fouls from this Spartan squad.
Here, I'll take that.
That is Ava Brennan's second infraction.
Just a little update on some of the stats for the Spartans. Looks like Aislinn Burns is the leading scorer with 12 points, I believe. Lauren Claycorn with 11. And Katie Wilson would have 11 as well. So those would be your 3 leading scorers for the Spartans.
We have been saying Burns' name a lot, most of the time correctly. Here she comes again. Gets it outside to Haven Richardson. Richardson from mid-range. That falls short, but she does get the rebound after it goes through the legs of a couple players there. Haley Messer getting hands in with Burns, trying to create a jump ball, and she does. This will go the Lakers' way as Natalie Bernard puts it into Ava Grieve, who will start the rush. Grieve brings it over the line. Met by Grant, gets it back to Bernard. Bernard's going to drive in. Oh, nice pass to Haley Messer there. Messer's been able to find some spots under the net where she's able to slip in past the defense, and the driving player has passed it out to her. Great teamwork.
Yeah, when you're down low and you see one of those players driving in, you just got to move a little bit to the side, create a lane for that pass, and hopefully they see you and you get the 2.
It's been working for Haley Messer tonight, as here comes Ava Grieve the other way. Brings it over the line. This time it's, oh no, still Haley Messer again under the net, but swung out to DeMerchant, to Natalie Bernard. Her right shot will go out of bounds though, as we'll change possession and change personnel as well after this timeout called by Walker, I believe.
Yes, all right, let's call that one.
There you go. And is that their first timeout of the second half?
I believe it is, so they'll still have 2 remaining.
Okay. 73-44 is her score, so if my math is right, that's a 29-point lead. Lakers building on the 27 that they were leading by after 3.
As a math teacher, I can confirm that is 29-point lead,
There we
Mr.
go.
White.
I haven't been a math teacher in a little while, so I'm a little rusty, but good to have an expert up here. Big thanks yet again to everyone who's made the broadcast possible, beginning with the tech team who is running that scoreboard. Ashton Little has been keeping an eye on everything from the command center, keeping that scoreboard and time clock up to date, as well as manning the instant replay cam. Logan Wall has been our camera op tonight, so he's making sure you're looking in the right direction, no jerky movements. He's got that tripod settled as well as can be. Thanks to our minor officials as well. Ethan Davidson is running the scoreboard. May McLean, an alumnus, is running the shot clock, and Alice Vautour keeping track of things on the score sheet.
And our 2 statisticians as
That's
well.
Right. We've got Joe Gregory and Nolan Bongarrier hosting, tracking stats, and filling a lot of roles here tonight. So big thanks to everyone part of the broadcast team.
This may be our final senior broadcast this season, but we should hopefully have a couple of middle school games the week after March break too. They wrap up their district playoffs. Then it'll be volleyball season.
Exciting stuff. So is it just a championship game this year for playoffs, or is there a potential semifinal? Or?
For the girls, they are playing a 3rd place versus 4th place game, and the boys will be playing a 5th place versus 6th place game. So it'll just be 1 game for each of them that first week after March break. Nice play there.
Keep an eye on those. Riley DeMerchant almost had that. Maddie Chisholm on the follow-up, gets it back to DeMerchant, who finds Chisholm outside to Ava Grieve for 3. And finally, the Spartans do control. A few attempts there from the Lakers. Cleghorn gets it outside to Harris. Nice move by Harris to evade the defender, get in a better shooting position and put a few on the board. Here's Riley DeMerchant coming the other way, gets it to Georgia Bernard in the corner. Bernard driving in, pass back outside to DeMerchant. DeMerchant has a couple defenders, but gets it out of trouble. Georgia Bernard with a long 2. That bounces out as the Spartans take over. Here's Anna Summers coming the other way. Summers driving in. Ooh, Georgia Bernard takes that charge. Putting her body on the line. J.C. Calder is able to convert, though, as the Lakers take over. Spartans on a 6-0 run, I believe. Here's Maddie Chisholm looking to stop that. Gets it to Ava Grieve inside. Oh, tough break as that shot just rolls over and out. Good scoring chance, though, by the Lakers. As there's some good movement by Grieve and great vision by Chisholm to get that scoring chance. McElwain and DeMerchant will grab a seat on the benches. Lauren Haley and Alice McDonald check in. There's Katie Wilson finding Beth Harris, who gets it out to J.C. Calder. Calder's shot bounces out, but ultimately bounces around, but ultimately out as Alice McDonald will start the charge. Maddie Chisholm looking for Ava Grieve, but that pass is picked off. Anna Summers all alone on a breakaway. That's good for 2. Tough break for the Lakers. So we got Ava Grieve. It's going to bring it over the line as the rest of the girls get set. 8-0 run, I believe, now.
Yeah, it was 70, 73-44, so that is an 8-0 run.
Yeah.
I think our scoreboard just needs a last basket on the wrong side. There we go, now it's right, 73-52.
That's it. Hey, just in time for 2 more from the Lakers. Ava Grieve putting 2 away. Here's Anna Summers. Finds Lauren Cleghorn outside the line, guarded by Lauren Haley. Battle of the Laurens there. As pass from Cleghorn falls out of bounds. Haley Messer and Natalie Bernard are going to check in. As Natalie Bernard going to have to make a long inbound pass, I guess.
Somebody's got to come back to it.
Sister Georgia there to help her out. There you go. Natalie Bernard driving in. Oh, and she looking for Haley Messer again. Pass just a little strong though, and unable to control. Rolls to Alice McDonald, but Lauren Cleghorn very tenacious on that attack. As Maddie Chisholm checks in, so we've got 5 of 6 seniors out on the court. Here comes Anna Summers. With the ball at the line. Looking for Katie Wilson, but Wilson unable to keep that in bounds. As the Lakers will take over. So Haley Messer gets it to Natalie Bernard to start things off. Bernard looking around, finds Messer. Messer at the top of the line. He's going to look to drive in, but unable to get it by Beth Harris, creating a jump ball there. As Haley Messer will go to the sideline now to put the ball in.
Look for Messer to cut to the net after she passes this one in. Come around underneath. There she is, just like the last time.
There it is. Oh.
Lakers kind of set a little screen down on the bottom of the key for Messer to come around. Hope that pass is open, and it was.
Not sure what we're upset about there, but the Lakers do control. Here's Natalie Bernard at the edge of the circle. She's got very stiff defense from Beth Harris, trying to get the ball around, but I believe that's 5 seconds too long to hold the ball, so that will create a turnover for the Spartans. Good defense by Harris there.
Anytime a player picks up the ball, they have 5 seconds to get rid of it. If not, that is the call. 5-second violation.
There you go. Anna Summers will look to start something going. Passes that out to Cleghorn. Cleghorn for a long 2. That bounces out as JC Calder gets the ball out and rolling around there. I believe we'll just call that a jump ball.
I think we're going to go with a foul on Natalie Bernard there.
Never mind, okay.
A lot of times that would have been called a jump ball for sure, but Ref Albe thinking that Natalie maybe got a little bit of arm there when she was going for the ball.
I guess. 3rd foul of the evening. As the ball put into JC Calder from close range. There's 2 more on the board as St. Stephen has cut what was a 29-point lead down to a 21-point lead.
Yeah, Spartans definitely fighting hard here. Lakers getting a little sloppy here in the 4th quarter.
Here's another 4-on-0 on that charge. Calder controlling the rebound with a nice reach back, keeping that ball in play for her team. We got some fresh legs on the court for the Spartans, as Ava Grieve also checks in for the Lakers. I believe it will be the Spartans putting the ball in. As Ainsley Grant is going to put the ball in.
It's that Ainsley and
Aislinn.
That's a tough combination for a play-by-play person.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a pronunciation guide that came with all the rosters. Maybe that's next year. Ainsley Grant looking for help. She does find Aislinn Burns, who plays it from the ground to Beth Harris. Harris with a couple of spin moves, trying to get by the defender. Ava Grieve breaking up a shot attempt, but Harris does get it out to Ava Brennan. Brennan's shot falls out as Ainsley Grant goes to the ground with Ava Grieve, creating a jump ball. as the Lakers will control now. Natalie Bernard gets it to Ava Grieve. Less than 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter now. Grieve finds Alice McDonald outside the key. McDonald passing out to Natalie Bernard. Bernard back inside to Grieve. Grieve with a long pass out to Lauren Haley. Bernard's going to make a move now. Looks to get by the defender, but passes out. Tough luck, low pass, hard to corral for Haley Messer. And the Spartans take over. Here's Haven Richardson. Gets the ball to Beth Harris. For the green and white, so they bring it over the line. There's Burns. Getting it inside to Richardson. Oh, ball goes off a foot there, and Haley Messer is the recipient. She'll get that to Natalie Bernard to start the rush. Alice McDonald back to Bernard at the circle. Bernard going for three. Bouncing out, but McDonald sprinting in to get the rebound, maintains possession. McDonald turns and shoots for a long two. This time it bounces off the rim and into Ainsley Grant's hands in the second level. Ball forced out of bounds by Ava Grieve, so Grant will play it from the sideline. Gets it in to Beth Harris. Swung over to Ava Brennan to Aislinn Burns, whose long two-point shot attempt falls out, but Burns again from much closer range this time. That goes over. Natalie Bernard has the ball. Starting the rush now. Finds Alice McDonald, who's almost had a shot in, but got that out to Natalie Bernard. They'll take 3 over 2, I guess. As Natalie Bernard puts 3 more on the board. Here comes Beth Harris, minute and a half to go. Harris, high pass up to Aislinn Burns. Burns looking for help. Lauren Haley's on the defense there. She stays with him. Ava Grieve almost knocking that away, but Ainsley Grant, does recover. Grant looking for help outside to Richardson. Richardson looking for Burns. Nope, looking for Harris. Natalie Bernard sprinting in to get hands in there, break up that pass. 1 second on the shot clock. So we've had some solid defense here by the Lakers. We'll see if they can hold off a last-minute shot.
Senior Lauren Haley checking out there. That'll probably be her last time stepping off the court.
Yeah, minute 05 left to go. We've got the other 5 seniors on the court right now. Natalie Bernard to Ava Grieve. Grieve over the line, back to Bernard. Bernard, stutter step, then driving in. It's got traffic. So, just be holding an arm there. Had to get through a narrow channel there of a few Spartans players. Collects the foul. It looks like that's Ava Brennan, who is the guilty party. So Bernard for 2. First shot bounces out. Second shot now. Ball is up. That one's good. There's another point on the board for Bernard. 79. We'll see if they can crack the 80-point mark. Here's Beth Harris from in close. Ava Grieve getting hands in there, creating a jump ball. 51 seconds left to play. Lakers up by 25. Oh, no, sorry. Is that a foul by Ava Grieve?
That was a foul on Ava Grieve, yep.
Okay.
One last foul for good riddance.
There you go. Yeah, you can't leave without getting yourself another one of those. Grant finds Burns. Burns looking for help. Maddie Chisholm not giving her anything. Burns stuck just outside the key. Shot attempt falls over. And Natalie Bernard with the long pass to Ava Grieve. Grieve's going to drive in, but back outside to Bernard. Bernard sees Alice McDonald. McDonald going for 3. That bounces around, but we got a double team there. Haley Messer creating a jump ball with support from Maddie Chisholm. It will go the Spartans' way, though, as Richardson gets it to Harris. Harris brings the ball over the line. Harris finds Ainsley Grant. Grant back to Harris. Swung out top to Burns. Burns will drive in from mid-range. Gets her own rebound. That's good for 2, and I think she'll go to the line for 1 more. It's Ava Grieve, her 4th foul of the evening.
We don't want her to foul out in her last game now.
No, with 15 seconds.
So we got to be extra cautious here in the last 15 seconds.
Here's Aislinn Burns. Shot is no good as Haley Messer gets the rebound to Maddie Chisholm. Ava Grieve will start the rush. Natalie Bernard less than 10 seconds left. Here's Maddie Chisholm. Passes out to Haley Messer. Messer, it looks like the girls will dribble it out. They've agreed. The buzzer sounds. Final score, Lakers 79, Spartans 56.
Keith.
As I believe our producers might be running down to get another interview potentially for the post-game show.
If she doesn't want to, then.
Congratulations to the seniors. Stay here on the broadcast. I believe we will have a post-game interview coming up as part of the team goes down to see who they can grab and bring up to the booth. But big thanks to the officials there, Rod Obey and Mark Crawford.
Caldwell,
thank you. Yeah, Mark Crawford coaches hockey. That's my bad. But they head to the dressing room. Thanks to our minor officials as well, Alice McDonald, May McLean, and Ethan Davidson for pressing all the right buttons down there. Big thanks to Coach Donnie Walker, bringing his girls here to Harvey for what is probably their last game of the season too, I would imagine. And of course, Coach Woodworth and Don Fletcher, Athletic Director Don Fletcher, for getting the girls ready and finishing up this season on a very high note.
Yes.
79-56. Entertaining game. Obviously a great win for the Lakers as the girls packed things up. What are you going to miss most about seeing some of these senior players on the court?
Definitely the heart and hustle that some of these girls have displayed over all these years is going to be missed. Some of the grade 9s and 10s have definitely learned some things from these grade 12s over the years, so they will carry on that pride and tradition, and hopefully that'll lead to some potential trips to Harbor Station in the years to come.
Yeah. Without a doubt, the future is bright, especially with some grade 9 and 10 players playing some key roles on the team this year. It's going to be some big losses with 6 out of the 10 players on the roster graduating, but they're leaving behind some very good lessons for the girls who are staying here.
I'm starting to question whether or not we are going to have a post-match interview. I think there's going to be a lot of photographs being taken over.
I don't know if they're okay. I see them.
Oh, they are now. Yep.
Okay. We might have some success here. But if not, do we have the stats to read out?
Yes, we can go over a little bit of stats here.
Yeah, we'll keep you occupied here on the broadcast as our host team makes the trip up.
I believe we do have Natalie Bernard coming up for a little post-game interview. She was the leading scorer for the Lakers with 26 points. She also added 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal.
There you go. She was dangerous from a lot of different areas, too, taking some 3-point shots, driving in close. Assists, I assume it's like hockey where you just pass.
Person that sets up the basket, yep.
Yep, and she had a few of those, finding Haley Messer, especially in tight. There were some solid plays there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit more background noise with the crowd murmur.
Yep. So we'll make sure we're leaning in, and we'll make sure that it's easy to hear our interview subjects as well as they make their way back.
Yes.
And a reminder, yet again, if you're interested in helping out with the broadcast, we'd love to have you. Lots of cool new jobs and roles available.
All right.
Yes,
we're going to pass it back over to Joe Gregory with our player of the game for the evening, Natalie Bernard. So, Joe, take it over.
So, congrats on winning player of the game for last senior night. How do you feel about you played?
Good as a team.
Well, that's pretty good. If we look here, you finished the game with 26 points, 5 rebounds and 4 assists, and 1 steal. How do you think you did?
I'd say that was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
No. Had a very good game today. How do you think the team played for their last game?
I think we played pretty good in the second half for sure. The second quarter was a little rough, but.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you for the quick little interview. We'll let you go back to your family. But
no problem. Have a good night.
Congrats on winning player of the game, and see you.
Okay.
Is be able to get down without the keys?
Yes. All right, and I think that will wrap things up this evening. Joe, you want to have the final word?
Well, thank you all for tuning in to this final senior girls game and the senior night, and we wish our 6 seniors graduating a great time off of basketball, and maybe you'll see them playing volleyball soon, but also maybe they'll be playing university level ball for a college team next year. So good luck to them, and thank you guys for tuning in at the David McMullen Gymnasium, and thanks again.